I would like to first just welcome our mayor, Jane Castor, who is here to join us today. And as developers, we are very excited to have Mayor Castor as our mayor. She will be a terrific addition to the process and the programs and the development of both Midtown as well as Tampa. So we welcome you. There are several other people here today that I would like to just recognize. Guido Mascarello is here, our council of this region, of this area. Luis Vieira, Joseph Citro, Orlando Rex. Also, I think Congresswoman Kathy Castor's representative, Dwayne Mallory, I believe is here. We appreciate that. Ann Kulik, West Shore Alliance. As a developer, as you in the room know, our interrelationship with the city and with the council, with city planning, with Bob Buckhorn's, McDonald's office, is just critical to our development. The development process is a team effort, and it's a team effort between our teams and the team of city officials. And when we get done, there's always a little conflict, but when we get done, we end up with a better project than we started out with. And so we appreciate the effort that goes with this. Just to quickly let you know, we started on this project 20 years ago. And what we began with is not related to where we are today. And what I've concluded after the period is neither the city of Tampa nor the Bromley companies was ready for where we were going. The city was growing, the city was developing, the city was on a upward spiral. And as we know, for the last several years, what amazing things have happened to the city. And when it happens to the city, it gave us an opportunity to get on the train. And we got on the train by developing a concept that, for those of you who know, it really, there's a project in Alpharetta, Georgia called Avalon. And Avalon is a mixed-use, integrated project that you'll hear more about in a few minutes. But we simply got their ideas, took their ideas, and transformed them to these 22 acres in Midtown Tampa. I think those of you here probably will understand when I say that this was kind of a forgotten area. It was a lost land between West Shore and downtown. There were little one-story buildings here, and there still are some nice little buildings, but they weren't going to become part of a major urban development. We took those buildings and we usually leveled them and are now preparing to develop Midtown. What I foresee happening now over the next 10 or 15 years, Midtown will be defined as an area from the interstate to Kennedy. We're going to see all the development up and down through here, which will follow what we've started here, and it'll complement what we're doing. And some of our neighbors are already talking to us about things that they want to do, and they're very exciting, and they're very uplifting, and they're going to be so positive for this area. And as you know, we've read in the paper and what we've said before, Midtown really is a state of mind that connects downtown Tampa with West Shore. And we've tried to do that, and we've tried to be respectful of both the people and the land and what we know we can develop here. And so this is a great opportunity for us to have you all here and to share our ideas with you and to and let you see this place, because beginning within about 3 weeks, you're going to see us starting going vertically here. The infrastructure is in. It may not look like much right now, but it is a lot. And so we're excited about it. And we thank you for coming, listening to our vision, and we hope you will share it as we make this what we think will be probably one of the finest developments of this kind in the United States. This is not just the finest in Tampa. This is going to be a special development. And I said to the mayor before, people who are going to be coming from all over the country to take a look at what's happening here. There's only about maybe a dozen other projects like this and done with this degree of sophistication in the United States right now. And we hope that we will add to that sophistication as we develop more. And now I'd like to introduce you to the CEO of the company, Nick Haynes.
Good morning. I'm Nick Haynes, CEO of the Bromley Companies, son of William Haynes. And I'd like to also extend a warm welcome to everyone coming today. This is a very exciting event, both for our company and for Tampa. I wasn't quite in diapers when my father started assembling the land for this project, but it might feel like it to him. But I have been coming to Tampa for almost 40 years now with family in St. Petersburg, and it's amazing how Tampa is transforming and the future that's in front of us. Our vision for Midtown is to create a unifying place where hospitality, living, working, and shopping are designed around 4 acres of common public spaces. These spaces include Midtown Commons, which will be right to the left of where we are now, which will include green space, interactive art, community programming, as well as Midtown Lake, which is off behind me, which will include fitness areas, dog parks, and a acre path all around the lake. As my father mentioned, because nothing like this in Tampa exists today, we've toured the country over the last several years, and in some cases received inspiration from places around the world to think about how to create a great space where people want to be. We've set very high expectations ourselves to create Midtown Tampa as a transformative place for Tampa, and our team feels a keen sense of responsibility for creating something amazing in this dynamic city. We're really gratified that our vision is resonating with partners, tenants, and our neighbors who've committed to this project. Almost 50% of the retail space in the project is already spoken for before we've even risen from the ground. We have, And what's exciting is we have some great operators that are in Tampa today. The Whole Foods Market is going to relocate. Chef Chris Pont is here, somewhere in the back. Chris Pont from Cafe Pont, and On Swan, people may know in South Tampa, and he's got an exciting new fine dining restaurant that he's going to open here. But what's also exciting is that Midtown is resonating with tenants all around the nation. We have a number of new people, some of which we've announced: True Foods Kitchen, Burton's Grill, and some exciting new tenants coming here. So I think Midtown's going to provide a place where great tenants that are in the market today are going to locate or expand, and it's going to provide a location where tenants, some of whom have been looking for 5 or 10 years to find the perfect spot in Tampa, are going to open up their first establishments in the area, which is really, really exciting. We are talking currently to over 500,000 square foot of office users for our 150,000 foot spec office building, which we're really excited about, and have 40% of that space spoken for. They are all attracted to Midtown's great access to talent, location close to the airport, and incredible transportation. I'd like to now acknowledge a number of the team members here that are working on this project. It's an incredible team effort, a project of this magnitude, and people have been toiling incredibly difficult to reach this day. Crescent Communities is our residential partner, and they built several multifamily projects around Tampa today that are among the most successful in the area. Concord Hospitality is our hotel partner, who owns several hotels in Tampa and 100 hotels nationally. We are sitting today at almost the lobby area of their new hotel, and Nate Kierwin, Carl Horan from Concord are here today to take your reservations for Super Bowl 2021. A project of this size also requires money, a lot of it, and I'd like to acknowledge some of our financial partners, several of whom here today. Valley National Bank, TD Bank, Prudential, Santander Bank. All of these banks and investors have significant investments in Tampa today and have embraced making a huge additional investment to support this project, and for that we are grateful. Also like to acknowledge our dozens of professional service teams members, architects, contractors, engineers, lawyers, and consultants who've toiled to make this project a reality. And lastly, I'd like to acknowledge the Bromley team. In New York and Florida, they've toiled relentlessly to make this project, literally tens of thousands of hours through the last several years to get to this day. And for that, we are deeply grateful and looking forward to the future working with them to make this project a reality. So thank you. We are also excited as we move forward about new relationships we are forming, and one such relationship is with our new mayor, Jane Castor. We are very, very excited about her vision for Tampa, and we believe we found a like-minded partner to promote Tampa and promote Midtown as we move from the planning phase to construction. We were with Mayor Castor yesterday at a speech she gave at the West Shore Alliance, and one of her themes she mentioned at that speech is Dream Big. Midtown is a Dream Big project, and we're excited to launch this project today, and thank you everyone, and I'd love to invite Mayor Castor to come up and share a few words. Thank you.
All right, good morning everybody. This is going to be my first groundbreaking. I couldn't be more excited. And what a great project for it to be the first for me. Now, a lot of you know that I've been a police officer for 31 years, so the little safety officer in me couldn't help but notice the exit signs prominently posted. In the event there's an emergency and you can't find a way out of the tent, the exits are prominently marked, so make sure you get there. We can thank the attorneys for those kind of things, I'm sure. But I want to thank first and foremost Nick and Bill Haynes for believing in Tampa. And as Bill said, you know, it was a 20-year project in the making, and the one thing that I can promise as the mayor of Tampa is that that timeline will be compressed dramatically on any future projects, without a doubt. I want to thank all of the council members that are here today, because we are working in partnership to build Tampa, to lift Tampa up. So thank you, Joe Citro, thank you, Luis Vieira, thank you, Guido Maniscalco, and I'm not sure if Orlando Goods made it yet, but we're going to be a force to be reckoned with as we move forward with like-minded goals here in the future. And I also want to thank the individuals that I've been dealing with personally that couldn't have made it any easier to be briefed on this project and to get things moving forward, and that's Fred Haynes and Lauren Bird. They have been nothing short of amazing. Thank you. And then of course I think we need to have Bob McDonough stand up. Bob. That's the man that, he's the guy. Those of you who are old enough to remember the old, give it to Mikey commercial, that's Bob McDonough right there. If it doesn't fit anywhere, call Bob McDonough and he'll get it done for us. So he has done an amazing job. And what this project right here is really a defining moment for our city. I mean, look at the size of it. We're looking at 22 acres here. There's going to be over, 1.8 million square feet of office, retail, living quarters here in this location. And it, as Bill said too, it really is energizing the Midtown area. Now the only thing that I would request is that as we move forward in lifting this area up, that nobody touch the Village Inn. Because that is an iconic location here in Tampa. And besides that, if it went away, the cops would have no place to eat on midnights. So that has to stay. We can build around, but everything else is open. And Bill made the comment earlier, you really don't understand the magnitude of these projects here. As we talked earlier, he said that they already have over 30 million in this project and you can't see anything but dirt. So all of that infrastructure and everything that people don't think about has been done, and that's a credit to everyone from the project, from the Bromley Corporation companies, to all of the different companies that have been working here, and the city working in partnership to get those things done. Now, a lot of you have heard me talk about transportation, and that really is the key element that we need to work on here in Tampa. We have so many exciting things, projects that are coming up. As I continue to say, the city's going to change more in the next decade than it has in my entire life. And if you look at the projects that even one of those historically would be celebrated in our city as a life-changing event for the community. Now we have so many of those. We have Midtown, we have what's going on in West Tampa, we have Water Street, we have the Uptown project, we have the best airport in the nation. We have so many things to be thankful for here in Tampa, but we really have to work on that transportation. And that's another element that I believe Midtown will be incredibly helpful in, is having an east-west connection between downtown and West Shore. To be able to, and I envision that as being Cypress Street over here, to have some type of a connection, bus rapid transit or streetcar that will get people from downtown all the way to West Shore. And what West Shore is doing is beyond exciting as well with their 5-year strategic plan. So again, thank you to everybody that's involved. I'm excited to see the Whole Foods. The one thing that I would hope is that it is bigger in square footage than the one in downtown Miami, because that's one of my clients down there. I go down there and I swear it's the biggest Whole Foods in the world. So I want Tampa to that's right, overshadow. I don't care if it's by 2 feet. We're going to be bigger than the one that's down there. But this really is an economic powerhouse of a development here in phase 1. We have so many other phases to go here, and so it is just beyond exciting for me. And as Bill alluded to, I talked yesterday. I see Julie Harris in the back from the West Shore Development. As I said yesterday, here in Tampa, we dream big. And this is what we've got to do moving forward to ensure that we lift the entire city up and that everyone gets to play a part in the success and the prosperity that we're going to see here in the future. And I don't want to be chasing any other city in the nation. I don't want to be like Austin, Nashville, Raleigh. We're Tampa, and Tampa is a great city, and we need the mayors from other cities coming down to see how Tampa does it and taking our ideas back to them. And Midtown will be one of those ideas. So thank you all very much for believing in Tampa, and we believe in you. Thank you.
Welcome to Midtown. Thank you.